Hello, my name's Linda and I'm from a church in Truro called City Life Church, and I would like to share with you about parables. Do you know what a parable is? Now, a parable is a story with a meaning. And in this special book, this is actually the Christian special book called the Bible, there are a lot of parables. And the person that shared the parables was called Jesus. Here's our Jesus. Here he is. We're going to sit him under the tree there. Now, Jesus would be surrounded by people and he would share these parables. Remember, a parable is a story with a meaning. So I've put a parable in this party bag, and let's see if we can work out what the meaning of this parable is. Now, Jesus said, once there was a farmer. Here he is. Let's use this rock. There we go. The farmer. And the farmer had two sons. 1, 2. And it was a really busy farm, and they would be working and working and working on this farm. Now, one of the sons didn't mind working on the farm, but the other son really didn't like it. In fact, he got really grumpy about it, and he didn't want to do it anymore. So he went to his father and said, "Dad, I would like to have all of my money now." Well, this made the father really sad, because he didn't want to give the son the money now, but he did. It is. And the son was so excited. He left the farm and his dad and his brother, and he went off to the city. I don't even know if he said goodbye. And when he arrived in the city, he thought, wow, look at this place. He'd never seen anything like it before. Well, he started to spend his money. First of all, he probably would have bought somewhere to live. Let's get some money out. Bought somewhere to live. And then he'd probably think, well, I don't want to look like a farmer anymore. I need some new clothes. So he bought some new clothes and probably some new shoes. And then he probably thought, do you know what? I want to have a party and make some new friends. So he spent lots of money on his party, and he'd have probably given some money to his friends as well. And then he would have had another party because he loved partying, and more parties, and his friends just loved it, having all the food and special drinks and dancing and food and having a really good time when, oh no, all of his money had gone. And not only had his money gone, his friends went too, because they didn't want to know him anymore. Now he didn't have any money at all. He had spent all of his money. He had absolutely nothing. What was he going to do? He was so hungry. He didn't have anywhere to sleep. He didn't have any food. What was he going to do? Well, he decided to get a job. And the only job he could get was feeding the pigs. The stinky, smelly pigs. And the only food that he could eat was the pigs' food. Oh, can you imagine eating the pig's food? Well, he did that job for a little while, and then he sat and thought, do you know, my father's servants, the people that work on the farm, they sleep in better beds than me. They have better food than me. I think I'll go back to my dad and say I'm sorry, and say that I'll just work again on the farm. And that's what he did. So he walked and walked and walked. But what he didn't know was that his dad had been looking out for him probably every day. And when his dad saw him coming, the dad ran towards him. Now, That's not something that dads would do in those times. They wouldn't run. But he was so excited to see his son. He ran to his son and gave him a great big hug. Can you imagine hugging somebody that smells of pigs? Oh. Anyway, the dad didn't mind. He was so pleased to see him. And the son started to say, "Sorry, Dad." And the dad said, No. I'm so excited that you have come home, son. I'm so excited that I'm going to give you a special ring, the family ring, to put on your finger. Thought the son. And I'm going to give you a special cloak to put on too, because I'm so excited that you have come home. And I'm going to put special sandals on your feet, which was an amazing thing to do because not many people, especially people that worked on the farm, had sandals. So he had some special sandals too. And then the dad said, "And I'm so excited, son, that you have come home. We are going to have a great big party." Wow, thought the son. And the dad said, "I'm so happy that you came home because you were lost, but now you are found." So, a parable is a story with a meaning. I wonder what the meaning was behind that parable. Well, the parable that Jesus told showed that God was like the Father, and that God loves everyone and cares for everyone. Whatever they do, God loves them. And that was the meaning behind this party bag parable. So Christians believe that God cares and loves for everybody. I wonder, can you think of somebody that cares and loves you? Let's just stop just for a moment. Maybe shut your eyes and just think of them in your head and just say a quiet thank you to them because they love and care for you.